this really makes you feel loss, love, loss, 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 loss. Did I say loss? Loss. But love again. What's up, my fellow guild members? Kale here. Today we're going to be reacting to an essay video based on the masterpiece and greatest video game created in history, Expedition 33. I will be linking the video in the description below, so if you want to go watch the original video, it'll be down in the description. I hope you enjoy the video. Yo, yo, yo. So this is going to be a different type of reaction video. Normally, I don't know if this is going to be funny or not or anything like that. Normally, I have been recently I've been reacting to mainly like more funny things, other than of course Epic the Musical, the insane musical stylings by Jorge Rivera. So aside from that, this is going to be my reaction to a video called How Expedition 33 Breaks You. Based off of that title, I think it could be really sad. I just finished the game, so it was a requested reaction from my community. And by the way, if you guys have any video suggestions of what y'all want me to react to, or just videos in general, not just reaction videos, I have a Discord server linked in the description of all my videos. You are more than welcome to join the Discord server and also suggest videos in the correct like channels, the text channels. I think we have a game suggestions, a video suggestions, and so on. So yeah, join the Discord if you want to be more involved with some of the videos that I decide to watch. Thank you, Ghost Cat, for the suggestion of this one. I loved the game. This was by far my favorite game, I think, of all time right now. From start to finish, it hooked me from the very start. So this game is so emotionally well put together that it makes you feel every sense of emotion, but the main emotion is sadness. Oh my God, did I experience so much sadness in this game. If you don't like being sad, this game is not for you. Or if you think you deserve sadness, this game is for you, like me. Anywho, let's get right into the video. Let's see what this video is all about.
Expedition 33 is the best opening to a game I've
ever
ever
for
played.
sure.
Look, I booted up this game to kill 20 minutes before jumping back into Oblivion, and now I'm 24.
Never played Oblivion, by the way. I plan to, but never played it. So please don't judge me.
Hours deep, emotionally wrecked, blasting the soundtrack in my car, and watching TikTok edits of characters I just met a few days ago. And the wildest part, I don't even like JRPGs. Look, it's not for lack of trying. I've dabbled in Persona, Final Fantasy VII, Xenoblade, Chrono Trigger, all of them.
Fun fact, this is my first JRPG I think I've actually played that that I actually fully gave a try. I've never given JRPGs a try. They did not look appealing to me. This was the first one. And this is making me want to actually give JRPGs another chance. So if you have any suggestions of like game suggestions, as I said in the beginning, the Discord, any JRPGs that would be really good, that can that you think could potentially come close to, even making me feel anything like how Claire Obscure did, put it in the comments below, or join the Discord server and put it in the Discord server.
Honestly, I love turn-based games. XCOM's my baby. I love Pokemon and Baldur's Gate. It's just that every time I try to get into a JRPG, it's either too slow to start or just has one too many animeisms for me. But Expedition 33 just gets it. And I'm pretty sure that's why it sold 2 million copies in a week. Oh my god. So today, let me show you what makes Expedition 33's opening so special. From the first cutscene to a little bit past the first act break. Because how Expedition 33 not only hooks you, but keeps you engaged, laughing, crying, and crying some more is
Yes.
unironically.
I think in this entire game from start to finish, I think I definitely cried a minimum of 10 times. Whether I admitted to crying or not, there was 10 times minimum that I cried. I don't think I lost count after 10. I probably cried upwards around 20 times. This game is so emotionally like it's just an emotional masterpiece that makes you experience all the emotions that you don't think that you want or need to experience. this really makes you feel loss, love, loss, 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 loss. Did I say loss? Loss. But love again. Like, it made me love the characters. I loved all the characters in this game. Like, SK, by the way, was my favorite. But Monoko was my second. Gustav was my third. And then everyone after that, I would say, honestly, would say Gustav and Verso are kind of tied for third. And then everyone else, part of the expedition, so Mael, Luna, CL, all of them are tied for fourth. Let's see, Renoir, a phenomenal character. Both forms of Renoir, phenomenal characters. Yeah. And then also the beauty of the game, the amount of attention to detail, the color scheme, the music, everything artistic about this game just was a masterpiece. I watched a like trailer about the game after playing the game. That was, I believe, it was like a accolades trailer, I believe. There were all perfect scores from all critics except for maybe like 2. And the ones that didn't give perfect scores, out of 10, 9.6. Out of 5, I think was like a 4.8. So it's not like they were not they just, I've seen critics like them just, they don't give 10 out of 10s or 5 out of 5s, even though it is perfect, because nothing is truly perfect. You know, there's always flaws to everything. But holy smokes, there's a reason why it got so many. Sorry for the rant. Let's get back to the video.
One of the best uses of the medium of video games ever. Yeah, that's right, we're going full glaze. So, what is Expedition 33? Well, it's the first game from Sandfall, a new studio started by 3 ex-Ubisoft devs that basically said, hey, you guys want to make something good now? And left, but not before hiring a composer off SoundCloud, and now they've taken
The composer off of SoundCloud was the perfect addition to the team. The music was so amazing. When I'm in my car, the first thing that's playing is usually Lumiere. And then I'm going down the entire soundtrack from there. It is so beautifully put together.
Over every aspect of my life, and also become one of the biggest debut launches of all time. Man, I wish French people were real so they could see this.
Dude, are French people real? Put it in the comments below if French people are actually real. I don't think have I ever met an actual French person? I don't think French people are real. This dude might be onto something.
Up with a few beautiful establishing shots of what I assume is the same city the Valorant practice range is from. That it's here we meet our first 2 characters just chucking rocks. Meet Gustav Pattinson and Ginger Shart, but I guess you can call her Mayel. Now, the cool thing about
Gustav Pattinson. Okay, so I don't know how true this is, but I'm pretty sure I heard something about a movie being made, right? And I think it's going to be made by the same people who made Sonic. If this is all real and not just rumor and speculation, right? I really, really, really hope they cast Robert Pattinson as Gustav because of how close he looks like fucking Gustav. They literally made like a 1-to-1 copy of Robert Pattinson to make Gustav the character when it comes down to looks. And then they decided to pick an amazing voice actor as Charlie Cox, who, by the way, if y'all didn't know, was the person who plays Daredevil. So they did an all-around perfect casting pick. Could they have done Robert Pattinson as the voice actor just because they decided to make Robert Pattinson the visual? Yes, but I still think Charlie Cox did a phenomenal job as voicing Gustav.
Expedition 33 storytelling right off the rib is that it doesn't tell you anything, but just shows you the world and expects you to piece it together yourself. And as someone who had no idea what this game's story was going into it, walking through a ruined city like this and trying to figure out what the fuck happened here was incredibly engaging. From this first conversation, we learned that Hachito and Gustav are a makeshift family. That Gustav feels useless but still shines with a comedic optimism. How tomorrow is some sort of expedition they struggle to get people to join, and that Gustav and the Sophie girl ended things, but today is her gommage, and somehow that means it's his last time to see. What's going on here?
What do I say to her on the day of her gommage?
Bro, don't play this scene. I'm gonna cry again.
And go find Sophie, which one, we learned that Mael has superpowers. Holy shit!
Yeah, super speed. Holy fuck.
It's that French coffee, dude. And 2,
The French coffee. Wait, French people aren't real, bro. Or are they?
this game's turn-based combat is revolutionary. Look, the reality is a lot of turn-based games become very unengaging very quickly. You get the moves and items you like, and it's basically hitting the same button for 20 hours with maybe a change in strategy, or it's just RNG hell disguised as difficulty. But what Expedition 33 does beautifully is give you 2 buttons that ignores that system completely. Imagine Bowser's Inside Story, but with a Sekiro twist. Every attack in this game demands QTEs, and you can negate any damage by simply dodging or parrying at the right time. And while that might sound too easy or too broken, it's actually one of the most engaging combat systems I've ever experienced. Because
Parrying in this game was so difficult. I'm listening to the sound cues, I'm watching the visual cues, and it was so difficult. Don't get me wrong, I learned it. I'm pretty sure, I feel like I mastered it by, of course, by the end of the game. But the beginning of the game, parrying, maybe some of the characters, the parrying was really easy, but there were some characters where the sound cues were so minute and so soft and undistinguishable from other sounds that were being made, especially because I decided to keep the music at max volume. You know what I mean? Because that music was amazing and it was blocking my ability to be able to listen to the sound cues. But I absolutely loved how they revolutionized turn-based by adding the parry system. I absolutely loved it. Made it so much more engaging, as this guy was saying.
Because the attack timings for every enemy are different. Sometimes a guy will just run at you and try to smack you in the face on his first swing, and the other times he hits you with the razzle dazzle. And clearly, the game is designed for you to learn the dodges first, which have a longer window of avoidance, and then once you start getting perfect dodges, then you know when to parry. But the problem with that is, I have an ego, and I refuse to believe a game could beat me. All right, you big son of a
That's
bitch.
me.
Watch this parry. This game has beaten me so many times, and it's in giving you this itty little bitty taste that's basically saying, hey, guys, look, turn-based can be fun. There's more of that. You want more? That you can't help but keep playing. But cutting back to the intro, after killing Carrot Top with our ult, she urges us to go talk to Sophie and just enjoy the festival, man. Go have a good time. I mean, she's beautiful. You guys have great chemistry. There's flowers everywhere. People are celebrating, and man, what a fun, interesting world. I can't wait to spend so much time with these characters.
No, dude, no. I can't.
Oh, we're about to watch
dude.
33, aren't we? Fuck.
Dude, this made me cry so hard. I'm crying again right now, dude, because it's such a sad but beautiful.
No, oh my god.
It was so cinematic.
Oh my god.
I'm here.
Oh, she's gonna die. No.
Breaking. I'm here.
Kiss her.
Oh my god.
Kiss her. Oh my god. No. No.
I gotta lighten the mood because I just started crying again, but I'm not feeling good, Mr. Stark.
I'm not okay.
Dude, I wasn't okay. Oh, did he? Wait, look at this. Look at the chapter of this. The French quinceañera. What? This dude's funny as fuck. I love this guy already.
To me though.
Where do
Wouldn't happen to me, though?
With this prologue? It would have been so easy for Expedition 33 to start with a 30-second cutscene explaining, oh, hey, that's the paintress over there. Yeah, she showed up 67 years ago. Every year she lowers the number on that statue, and whoever's that age dies. But instead, they just let you sink into this world, sponge in all of the loss, all of the sorrow, and all of the beautiful human optimism in that struggle, and then break your heart. They make you feel like a person in this world. Half of the people fading away in this cutscene are characters you just talked to about their own experiences of the gamage. This guy couldn't get his son to talk to him before he left. This woman was bitter with so
that was so sad when I talked to him and I heard he was talking about I couldn't get my son to talk to me. I understand, and then he was saying how he understood why and all that stuff. He doesn't blame him and all that. And then to see that happen, watching him fade away, not being able to talk to his son. I'm crying right now talking about it, dude. Oh, and then you have to bring his son I think it was the uniform. You have to bring his son the uniform oh, bro. Oh my God, I gotta wipe my eyes. Oh, yeah.
For not having kids. And these kids were just excited to be out in the festival dressing up as some monsters. And none of them will get a happy ending now. The loss is already here. I genuinely thought the roses just meant that these were the people staying behind from the expedition while the 34-year-olds like Gustav
That's what I
were the
thought
ones
at
heading
first
out.
too.
When you get blindsided by hurt like this, you can't help but walk away from this prologue feeling like Gustav with not only that sense of loss, but that wonder of why this has to happen and a motivation to stop it. And in most games, this would be the point where you'd immediately cut to the do action. Oh my god, we're gonna go get stuff. But in very JRPG fashion, the game has a quick lull where you get to talk to the characters about what just happened. Did he stay there all night? We go to the expedition prep night with people oddly celebrating the night before. Gustav, clearly still rattled by everything, gets to know some of his comrades on the expedition and really what expeditions are all about. It's here we learn our goal is to stop the paintress, that no one's ever came back from an expedition. How they've gotten smaller and smaller every year, and in hearing that, Maëlle is tagging along even though she's 16, and really get a vibe about how everyone else in the group feels about being the 67th attempt to stop the paintress, which, spoiler, most of them feel like it's pretty futile. But Gustav maintains this beautiful optimism. He knows we can do this. He is the leader of Expedition 33, and as you set out to sail after a crazy speech from Gustav's sister, which he totally ghost wrote, you can't help but share in that optimism. And with a crew like this—
Wait, what did he just say?
He is the leader of Expedition 33, and as you set out to sail after a crazy speech from Gustav's sister, which he totally ghost wrote, you can't help but share in that
totally
optimism.
ghost
And with a
wrote.
crew like this, I'm feeling like Aaron Smith on this boat right now, because my expedition push forward, my expeditioners scream out, my expeditioners rage. What?
He just did the Attack on Titan. Rage! Dude, oh my god. Now that I think about it, this cutscene about them landing on the beach screams the Attack on Titan rush at, what was the name of that Titan? I forgot. It was the Beast Titan. Rushing the Beast Titan. Yeah, this is the Expeditioners version of rushing at the Beast Titan. But the difference is they had no idea what they were going to meet. They had no idea they were about to meet fucking Super Saiyan Goku that was about to that was mixed with who's the little god that snaps his finger and everyone erases from existence type from Dragon Ball. It's slipping my mind. Fuck! I can't think about it. Damn it. Okay, put it in the comments below. I forgot his name. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm already embarrassed. Let's get back to it.
Why is everything so scary? Is that an old dude?
Old? How did you
You're
survive the
old.
garage?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
Move! Fucking snap out!
Lucian, we gotta go. Gustav, move. Gustav, please. No. What the fuck is happening? This game is really mean. This isn't just shock value for shock value.
This game is really mean. It really is. When I first started playing this game, it hooked me in perfectly, right? But I really, really wanted to. Whoever wrote the story, wrote the main concept of these cutscenes and the storyboard and stuff. I want to have a little talk with you. I might sue for emotional harassment because I felt like I did not deserve to be treated like this and to be crying for the first hour and a half of my playthrough of this game. My eyes hurt, my head hurt. But it was beautiful. It was so beautiful at the same time. It was so sad, but beautiful.
Value's sake. The beach scene changes everything. It's not
Welcome
a
to
surprise
Narnia.
that the place you're landing is hostile to you because, well, no one's come back even if they've been younger. But what's crazy is, one, that's an old dude, which, how is that possible with the Gomage? And two, holy shit, he's strong. And three, is Gustav wakes up alone on a beach trying to piece together.
I just remembered his name, Zeno. Oh my God, it took me so long. Or Zeno, not Zeno. Zeno. Took me so long to remember his name. That's literally what, so you got fucking Goku strength, Zeno and Thanos ability to just erase. And yeah.
What happens, the game makes it very, very clear you're not the only expedition this happened to. There are simply too many bodies. The reality that they've been sending people into a meat grinder for 67 years hits fast and hits hard. Look, it might be because I'm a guy with big feelings, but seeing Gustav go from this to this within 20 minutes not only hurts, but immediately made me more invested in this entire world. And
if I was in Gustav's shoes, I honestly, and I mean this with the sincerest honesty, I would have done the exact same thing. And if it wasn't for Luna, Expedition 33 would have ended at that moment. Seeing everything and everyone that was with me get ripped away within the first 30 seconds of landing on the continent, on the beach, I would not have been able to mentally go through that. That would have broken me because, for one, you don't know where Mael is. You don't know where any of your friends that had just tried getting you to snap out of your head ringing because you don't know what's going on, why this is happening, why there's an old man killing all of us that looks like he's from an expedition. He has an expeditioner's uniform. Like, oh, dude, I could go on rants about this game for so long. This is, as I've said, my favorite game of all time I think I have played.
It's really at this moment, at exactly an hour into the game, that 6 little words had me absolutely hooked.
You do that, we both die.
Perfect timing.
The baddie survived. Yes! Now, as we enter Act 1, fresh off of a second...
By the way, he just said the baddie survived. Trust me, I think Luna is absolutely stunning, gorgeous, right? But my love choice in this game is CL. CL is, let's just put it like that. CL is. She's her. CL is her. That's my queen right there. I stand on business. That's my queen. All my CL fans, all my CL lovers, put it in the comment below. Let's raise some glasses for CL.
An emotional sucker punch. I need you to understand that what follows here, and I can't believe I'm saying this about something from a country that doesn't even exist, is one of the best uses of the video game medium ever made. Because the way Act 1 of Expedition 33 weaves story, gameplay, and presentation together isn't just impressive, it is genuinely a masterpiece. And I just want to take this moment now to say, I'm sorry we didn't help you. I'm sorry. Act 1 is where the game really opens up. After a quick pep talk from Lune, we're immediately ambushed by this door monster thing. And as you're actively grieving and trying to process just everything that just happened, you're learning new battle mechanics like, oh, I can freely shoot in this game and most enemies have weak points? Cool. And there's another counter that lets me ignore all that RNG bullshit? Fuck yes. And it's here as you explore the first area that it really feels like you're playing a Souls game more than anything else. Throughout every level, there are these flags of past expeditions that are exactly like bonfires that refill your flasks, let you level up, and when you rest, respawn the enemies you defeated around you. In every level is full of secrets, whether that be upgrades, new weapons, music, outfits, and my personal favorite, logs from past expeditions.
Wait, was the outfit he's showing, was that, it was, dude, the best outfit in the game by far. By the way, Minoko is a baddie. Minoko's swimsuit was by far the best outfit in the game. We're going to pause on the outfit and I'm going to zoom into it. You're all going to see it.
In every level is full of secrets, whether that be upgrades, new weapons, music, outfits.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. He's got the thong. He's got, no, that's not a thong. He's got a Speedo. He's got the little lifeguard ring, the whistle. He's ready to save some lives. That's what he's doing. He's ready. He's ready to save some lives. That's my boy, Minoko.
And my personal favorite, logs from past expeditions.
William, they mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all.
Oh boy.
We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance.
Wait, they're chats?
We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles.
These motherfuckers did their entire expedition naked. And that's really what Act 1 is about. It's giving you a breather and letting you and the crew just have some fun because you're in a new world and it's got some whimsy. And it's here at the end of the first area, Gustave and Lune arrive to the rendezvous point. All they find is a note that says, "Hey guys, it's totally me, Mayel, and I just totally went over here. You guys should come over. It's definitely not a trap. I definitely wrote this. Ha 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 ha." And Lune, being the logical, smart one, sees through this immediately, but Gustave, basically being Mayel's surrogate father / brother, is like, "No, we're gonna go get her. Fuck the mission." And it's here the game really opens up. Welcome to the world map. Basically, it's just a giant menu connecting all the areas, but what's cool about it is just how much unmarked stuff there is to do. Sure, you could totally buy into the plot urgency and run straight to Mayel, or you could cut left from the starting area and find, oh look, a little cute sheep. Oh, we could totally just...
When I tell you, I did the same exact thing. The first thing that happened when I went into the continental map, and the first place I went was the best cave. Oh my God, I got my ass handed to me. Let's watch him get his ass handed to him. It looks like he's about to have it. This thing did so much damage and I had no idea how to parry this shit.
Kick his ass and beat him. Yeah, on top of having secrets inside of each individual level, this world map is just full of stuff to do and secrets to uncover, like, I don't know, an only up parkour course? Please stop. Oh, thank
That's exactly what happened to me, dude.
I'm fucking done. So after following that note's advice,
it took me an hour. I tried for an hour going up that thing. My first go through. I quit. I just said, you know what, fuck it, we're going to the next place or whatever, and I actually just left the place. I finally completed the parkour course, I would say 41 hours in afterwards. Yeah. That's how discouraged I was.
and head towards Bikini Bottom on Crack, where Mayel is alive, and she has a friend, and he's friendly. Oh, isn't he just adorable? Yeah, it's here we find out Mayel's just been kind of chilling in this house in the middle of Bikini Bottom. She even has another friend named Noko, who's this little paintbrush creature called a Gestrel, which turns out there are friendly people here, and they're endearingly stupid. ... What the? He's just gonna keep going. And it's here that I realized this game was doing something really cool, and that it was keeping me distracted from the anvil.
It gaslights you. It really does gaslight you. It makes you think it gets better, but it doesn't. Why?
Over all of our heads. I know this story is going to get back to getting dark. It's going to break me. It's going to hurt me, and nothing good can happen here. But goddamn, is this game just so funny? It makes you forget about it immediately. There's a moment where you go to the Gestrel's main village looking for a way to get across the ocean because, well, we kind of lost our boat. But this place is not only full of great memes, but moments where you just get to see the characters themselves be able to cut loose and enjoy each other's company after all of that trauma, and it is so welcome.
Golgra said to shout the password as loud as we can.
Get out of my way! Yes.
So fucking stupid. This game is literally having you trauma bond with these characters. It's here after winning a Gestrel fighting tournament that we find another one of the survivors, CL. Marry me, marry me.
I didn't pay attention to that the first time it happened. I didn't realize she did a gainer into, let's back that up. She did a gainer. I forgot that well, I don't think I really noticed that whenever I first saw her. She did a gainer into the arena. Here we go.
It's literally having you trauma bond with these characters. And
gainer
after winning a Gestrel fighting tournament,
it lands perfectly.
We find another one of the survivors, CL. Marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me.
That CL, hey, all my CL fans, raise your glasses right now.
Me, marry me, marry me. And from here, the game only gets more whimsical and lighthearted. There are camp scenes of the characters bonding, with Gustave walking around cheering everybody up, using his optimism to inspire and encourage everyone around him. Lune is laughing, CL wants a piece, and in a beautiful motif, Mayel is picking up the same rock-throwing habit that Gustave showed at the beginning of the game.
Glad.
They bond over it, and one night, they make a promise.
If death approaches, I want you to run. No, promise, run. Especially if we meet the man from the beach. We can't face him. You see him, you run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
Now, after the Gestrel Village, we get a hint of, oh, go talk to SK.
song. Why didn't you fucking run like you said you would?
He'll be able to help you, which all of the characters freak out about because SK is apparently a literal god. And hey, Sandfall, send me a plushie of this guy immediately.
Dude, I want a plushie of him so bad.
Much like the Gestrels, SK is comedic relief and very rarely a downer. And after a quick fetch quest where he sends us to get him a rock from his best friend, Francois, which might be my favorite character in the game.
You ready to steal? Oh my word!
I said SK was my favorite character. Francois is tied with SK. SK and Francois, so when I say SK is my favorite character, I rope Francois into that category. Francois is just SK, but stationary. Let's for what? How the fuck did he steal the rock? He can't even move. He's just a rock himself that can't move. He's a turtle rock. He's got a bunch of blue mushrooms on him. Look at him. He's so adorable. And then dude. His story as well, just like how SK Humans!
Well, over my dead body! Rah!
At this point, you're 5 hours in. You're having a great time. Morale is back. Everyone is smiling. And all you have to do is leave SK's nest and head to that cave and smooth sailing from here? Hell yes. And then Mayel has a nightmare. Whoa, what the fuck? What? Why is this Cinema 2? What the fuck is going on? Dude. Kojima's gonna see this and shit, bro. Oh, this is so Kojima.
Alicia.
No. Okay, you can leave, please.
Yes, I understand. It's her fault, and she doesn't even know it. But you can't be here.
What?
Talking about? What's my fault? What is this?
You should never have come.
What?
You're only going to make things worse.
What?
For everyone. Now take your friends and go home. This is your only warning.
After finishing the game and understanding his words of "it's your fault" hits even harder. Oh my God. It wasn't Mael's fault. Verso decided to do what he did in order to save Mael. No, it's not Mael's fault. But as to all those who have completed the game, you understand who is talking and why he's saying that, because we all understand. I'm trying not to spoil for some people who may not have actually played the game or watched the gameplay. So actually, fun fact, if you have not watched or played this game, skip a little bit so that way you don't get spoiled. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, you're getting spoiled. The real Renoir would not have said that to Mael, a.k.a. Alicia. We all know the painted Renoir has a different view on all of this.
What just happened? Look, I'm gonna make this quick because this has nothing to do with the overall thesis of this essay, but I just want to say this scene itself is actual fucking cinema. The way that whenever they cut to black and white for these dream sequences, they not only change the aspect ratio, but the focal length of the lens and the framing of the characters and the lighting to, you know, work in black and white is something that I've never seen another game do. And
I don't think I've ever seen another game do this.
Very disturbing imagery. What the hell's going on here? Why is that guy that killed everyone watching us in our sleep? And who's the masked girl that looks a lot like Mael? You can't help but immediately be filled with more and more questions. And the devastating part is that Mael doesn't share any information with the group. And you suddenly remember, I'm watching a car crash in slow motion. The cave itself is pretty easy to get through. It's only a few enemies here or there, straight shot, parkouring your way through, until eventually you get to this dark tunnel. As you're heading down, lights flickering on until you
The
find
Lamp Master.
the beast. What the fuck? What in the bloodboard? Enter the Lamplighter. While at this point you have fought bosses in the game, the Lamplighter is the first real challenge,
Lamplighter.
because while that whole dodging and parrying, annoying the RNG aspect was really nice before, the game makes it very clear that no, motherfucker, now it's not optional. You're either gonna dodge or you're gonna be here for a very, very, very long time. I'm not afraid to admit this boss took me 7 attempts. And where most games with difficulty like this would probably be pissing me off at this point, because most of the time it is just unfair bullshit, I think Expedition 33
let's just say some of these bosses were so difficult for me that I implemented an exclamation mark fuck counter in my chat, where every time I rage and yell the word fuck super loud or just sternly said that word, chat typed in exclamation mark fuck and added a new and added +1 to the counter. Do you want to know how many times I said that in the first night of implementing that? We ended on 74 times in a 3-hour stream. 3 hours, 74 fucks. Yeah, let that sink in.
3's combat works so well for me, not only because it just, segues all of that RNG bullshit, but makes it feel like you're actually fighting to survive, that at any moment, any missed dodge or parry could spell the end for you. Much like the characters, you are fighting for your life at every second, not knowing which moment may be your last, so you have to make every second of an encounter count. And anyone familiar with a Souls game knows what this euphoric high feels like. All right, CL, come on, hit him with the whammy. Hit him with the whammy, baby. Hit him with the whammy. Oh, hey. Send her home, Luna. Send her home, Luna. And the group is overjoyed. SKA soars down to the water. Come on, guys, let's go. And
get ready to sail like a snail. That was one of my favorite lines.
Luna and CL are quick to join him, but just before heading out, seeing the
jump! Jump, please, Gustav, please, my help, jump. Please change the outcome, please.
Paintress closer than ever on the horizon.
She doesn't seem that far now, does she?
Yeah. Wanna throw one more rock?
Mayel wants to throw another rock with Gustav, and everything changes again. No! Wait, no. Oh, I hate French people. I hate French people so much. If you hurt
really
Gustav,
matter?
take Mail, I don't care. If you hurt Gustav, I'm going to riot. Please. If you have a soul, please, no.
Like I always say, it's not about
This was my exact reaction.
It's more about
When that happened, that specific moment, when you see that beam of light, this was me. No, 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 That was my exact reaction. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Run.
The end of this act just ruins me. The old man attacks again. Mayel stuck in a cage. It is just Gustav, and he's injured. He could leave. He should leave. The motto of the expedition, when one falls, we continue. You immediately remember the conversation he and Loon had at camp.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls.
I am not letting Mael die out here.
And the deal he and Mayel made.
If death approaches, I want you to run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
And it's then the pieces finally fall into place. The entire first act building to this moment, one promise.
I don't want to cry again. Stop showing me this.
And it's here Expedition 33 is a video game, does the most powerful thing it can do, and lets you be Gustav in this moment. You get to attack the old man using any and every possible move against him, but they do nothing. No matter what you try, nothing is damaging him. You feel more and more desperate, more helpless. And while the UI is on the screen, it's just throwing cutscenes at you. There is a meta of storytelling happening here. And just as you charge up your ult, your most powerful move at this point, the actual crutch of most of your combat until this point, and it gets him. Fight over. But as Gustav looks over at Mayel, and his arm falls from his body.
Oh my
the
God.
old man, just barely dazed, gets to his feet.
This was a cinematic masterpiece. Granted, I hate how this made me feel, dude. So after Act 1, I had to take a week off of playing the game. I was so depressed.
Before it even happens, you already know.
For those who come after.
Gustav, no. Gustav, no. Oh.
Right?
Dude, I don't want to relive this. I don't want to play a new game plus because I don't want to see this again.
I'm never eating a croissant again. There are a million things I could say about this game, and I don't think any of them would be enough to describe the feelings I felt the first time watching it, and even now rewatching it again to record this video. Because to have the balls to do this is just insane. This isn't something video game stories do. In the few times that they have tried to do it, let's just say historically divisive. Looking back on it, there are so many signs that this was going to happen. I mean, with a prologue like this, a gut punch like that, and what I think is most beautiful about Expedition 33 is its ability to make you feel this indescribable feeling because it got you that attached to this character. You see, the thing I discounted most about JRPGs is their ability to connect you with its characters, the amount of downtime you spend with them, the little quips.
I agree with the quote on the screen that it just said. If you have any suggestions of any JRPGs that will make me feel the way this game made me feel, please post them, like comment them down below, or post them in game suggestions in my Discord server.
To each other, the countless little cute moments of friendship, all of it piling up to a bond with a character I have never experienced before. Games as a medium have an ability to not only tell stories that no other medium can, but get you to connect to characters and themes in a way that no other can. There is no book that can give me the feeling of Gustav's Last Stand. No movie that can make me feel this euphoric about taking down a threat. And while many have tried to adapt the stories of games to different media, including Expedition 33, which is getting a movie already, which
I was right. The story is so good, it deserves it, but I hope they don't butcher it. Please don't let it flop. I need the movie. I want the movie. I need it, as SpongeBob would say.
We'll see. Nothing can capture the magic of a story told in games effectively, and Claire Obscura Expedition 33 might be the best one.
I agree. Best game, hands down, storytelling wise. I don't think I've played a game that's made me feel and experience anything like Expedition 33 has made me feel. And that is going to be the end of this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video. To see more videos like this, drop a like, comment what you'd like to see me react to, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.